Hello, so I've already downloaded the previous installation files, and here I'm just showing that the Mosquito is connected and we have the port 1883 showing. So now I'm going to create the cert file, which is for the certifications, and I'm going to go into that folder. And I'm going to create another folder for the CA that's going to be within the certs folder, and then I'm going to go inside that CA folder. So I've already pre-written the open SSL line just to avoid any errors, and I've pasted it on here, and you can see that the output came out. So I'm putting the phrase, which is just FIU 123456, and now I'm entering the US, USA, what was mentioned in the instructions. Miami. And now we can show to see that the files are within that CA folder. I'm going to open another terminal. I'm going back into that lab 3 folder. And I just had a little bit of a error there, so I just had to just retype it again. And I'm creating the broker folder and going inside that broker folder. Now here creating the key, and here and output it. Now you can see the broker key is within that broker folder. And moving on to the next line. And this is to create the broker CSR file. And here we have it. And now I have to re-enter the information, which was US, USA, Miami. And instead of my name, I'm using localhost. And the password is FIU 123456. And then we can check again to see that the CSR file and the key file are within the folder. So for here, I had to copy and paste the two files within the cert CA file, just because I was getting an error when I was trying to run it through there. And I'm looking to see what I have to put in next, and decided to open another terminal. So once I've made it back within the folder, I typed up again the open SSL, and you can see here that the connection for the broker is established for the key. And then we can look at it to see that that's where the CA file has all the files on there. And then we can remove the broker CSR file. Okay, to the next section, open another terminal. And once again, going back into that same folder. And this time we're going to create the folder for the client. And then going within that client folder. And here we have showing the connection of the key. Now we're going to create the client CSR key file within the client folder. And once again, we're going to use that same information before with US, USA, Miami, FIU. And again, for the name, this one will also be localhost. The password will do the same password as before, FIU 123456. And now for the next section, I had to copy and paste the client folder files into that CA folder. Just because as I was trying to run it through the terminal, it was not working. So I'm just showing that that's what I did. And yes, it's there. And so I opened another terminal, and I'm just going back into that same folder, the CDCA one. I've also pre-written that open SSL line, just because every time I wrote it, it had a little bit of an error. So now we can see that the signature is okay now. And then if you check, you can see that the files are within there. And now we can remove the client CSR file. And now here I have where I downloaded the sudo install tree And here I actually edited that out because I ended up having to remove that certs file outside to the desktop. And here I have it again to see the tree so you can see the structure of the file, of the folder. And now we're going to, I used the sudo nano because when I tried the gedit, it was also not working. So I took that method from the video, and I have already also edited the path, but I'm just showing here that the path is updated already to reflect the certs folder that's within the desktop. So now we're going to save it and close it. We're going to run the mosquito connection. Okay, here we have that it's open, the port. So now we're going to open another terminal. And I'm going to go into that certs folder that's within the desktop. And then within there, I'm going to go into the client folder. And I've also pre-written that mosquito line just so you can see that the connection can be established. And here, connection is established and it's published and it received